어디까지 했지? 아, 저기서 이모젠 아무튼 딸내미 테오도르 길든의 딸내미한테 얘기를 좀 들었었죠. 어디였지? 저쪽이었나?
A commendable effort to barricade the windows.
아, 코끼리 때문에 막아둔 건가?
Who's a cute bird?
She packed as much as she could carry.
이미 짐을 다 쌌어. 누구지?
So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales. So idyllic. Ugh, the same dull poses on all romantic photographs.
False idol.
False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk. You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
돈
Very well.
싸는데 쓴다고 돼
Doubt it'll be
있던데요.
worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking
아주카학
aloud,
3부작. 을 어디서 찾아야 돼? 다른 데로 들어가 보자. 색이 바른 건 자주 사용. 우리가 보이는
nicest spot in the room. Mr. Gilden spent hours of his life right here.
아, 여기서 이렇게 앉아서
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a
킹키리를
wonderful
보고
life.
있었다.
Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling.
어? 엄마 사진.
From before Mycroft was born,
그러네.
our family loves to
테오도르
picture the past.
바이올렛
Holmes's
시가.
desire to rake up the past is
홈즈
hereditary.
가족 이제 부모님이랑 여기 테오도르랑 찍었던 사진이군요.
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution.
코끼리의 남자. 코르도나 크로니클.
His second child, an apparent son and heir, I'd say.
번째 자식.
A relatively functional choice to replace the finger.
아, 맞아. 손가락이 하나 한 짝이 없었지. 한쪽이.
I
킹키리.
think they were closer than you and me, John.
I'm hurt.
사이가 되게 좋아 보이는데 코끼리가 뭐 때문에 그렇게 화가 났었을까?
Oh, the pungent stench of an animal.
Did Theodore seek some pink elephants with this?
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured.
이것도 뭐가 있군요.
What's so special about this place? Another elephant?
아이보리 베스. 이게 뭘까?
A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen. A catchy title. I should take a photograph of the plans. I don't want to carry them around.
잠깐. 상하 욕탕 공사 계획. 아이보리 베스가 상하 때문에. 일단 여기에 뭐가 더 없나 이제? 도대체 코끼리를 얼마나 좋아했으면 여기 곳곳에 코끼리 피규어가 네, 지금 코끼리가 사람을 죽인 사건이 발생을 했거든요. 찾으려던 사람이었는데 옛날 엄마가 해결의경으로 죽은 게 아니었다는 걸 알게 돼서 정확히 무슨 일이 있었는지 물어보려고 했는데 그 사람이 죽어 있었어.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
아빠가 죽었는데 지금 그런
Very
생각이
well.
나겠냐고요. 뭐가 맞지?
A. Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times here. He works with my father in the old city, digging up something ancient.
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are page-turners.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't, but perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers
서류가
with
잔뜩
signatures
있었다?
and stuff.
And, which part of the elephant is in here? It's quite pungent.
Oh, that. It's elephant sweat.
뭐?
Father
코끼리
believed
땀?
that it might replace traditional ambergris.
Well, that's true entrepreneur spirit. I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is
자기
safe in
애인을
my hands. Does Paul
해적이라고
work
부르는
somewhere?
거야?
What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion?
요트 클럽?
Well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit. How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan. I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's
애인과
dangerous,
공범?
but it was never
혹시?
aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean.
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl. And my room
상하
stinks of
아가씨라고
the animal.
불렀다고?
As if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to
Ah.
live like this.
너무 좀 스트레스를 많이 받았구나.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
일단 여러 가지 증거들을 일단 얘기는 들었고요. 몇 가지가 나왔는데 딸이 공범일 것 같냐고요? 일단 좀 더 봐야 알지 않을까요? 아직은 확인이 안 될 것 같은데. 일단 요게 지금 사업 파트너 서류가 많이 오갔다고 하면은 확인할 수 있는 데가 있지 않을까? 우체국 경찰서랑 시청에서 확인할 수 있지 않을까? 바로 가는 게 지금 여기 빠른 이동은 가능하거든요. 이게 근처에서 빠른 이동을 찾아야지 갈 수 있어요. 한 번 가면은 그 다음부터는 빠른 이동이 되고, 여기가 좀 가까울 것 같으니까 일로 갔다가 여기 쨍하냐고. 여기 영국 아니에요. 여기 지금 셜록 엄마가 지금 묻혀있는 코르도나였나 뭐 그런 섬으로 지금 와 있어요.
He's even been putting up posters, poor man.
바이올. 핵은 도난당한 거 뭔가 있대. 오케이.
He's even been putting up posters, poor man. Losing it may be the death of him.
이렇게인가? 이 지역의 한 음악 선생이 세인트 클레멘트 대성당 인근의 중앙 스칼라디오에 도난당한 자신의 바이올린에 대한 정보를 구하는 포스터를 게시했다. 여기서 또 다른 사건이 또 뭔가 새로운 사건이 또 중간에 하나 떴네요. 일단 시청부터 가보. 오픈월드 추리 게임이 돼가지고 좀 이런저런 시민들의 자잘한 사건들도 이제 추가가 돼 있죠. 이쪽인가? 이런 식으로 이제 새로운 빠른 이동 열렸으니까 일로 이제 왔다 갔다 할
Does
수
it look
있어.
remotely familiar to you?
Should it?
Concentrate, Sherry.
또 뭔가 새로운 포르도나 이야기가 시청 광장을 걷다 보면 오래전의 기억이 어렴풋이 떠오른다. 뭔가 있다.
A large
많은
crowd
사람이
gathered.
모였었어. 왜?
I was here.
아 같이 있던 조는 같이 있는 조는 지금 상상 속 어릴
Mycroft stood
적부터
close to
같이
me.
상상
He
속에
was
있던
keen
친구.
on my attending every official event.
빙봉
that I
같은
might
존재입니다.
prepare myself for the
네.
crown service.
성인이
Lucky for
됐는데도
you,
남아
that's
있는
the
거.
last time he did it.
뭐야? 아 패드 배터리 나갔어. 왜 갑자기 패드가 작동을 안 하나 했네.
There was a stage here, a tribute.
꽉 쥔 주먹, 긴장한 자세, 가짜 웃음,
The governor gave his speech there.
총독이구나.
He was lying through his teeth and nobody noticed or didn't want
거짓말을
to,
하고 있었다.
but I noticed. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my
패드
opinions
건전지
very
얼마나
loudly
가는지
for everyone to hear.
모르겠는데 생각을
Crowd went wild.
시간을 재본 적이 없어. 그래서 마이크로프트가
Mycroft was
끌고
angry
갔다.
but calm. He led me away from the stage. He told me that I should keep my mouth shut, and that silence is golden. I couldn't
Ah.
stand for that.
거짓말하고 있는 거
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was
내두라고.
born here.
했지만 셜록이어서 안 돼. 예. 젊은 시절 홈즈입니다. 이게 이제 이 게임의 배경이
Are you lost, sir?
Not at all. I'm right where I need to be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course, but in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
아카이브 어딨죠? 네, 영국에서도 있었죠, 당연히. 사업체, 시대, 지금이겠지. 어디다가 하려고 했지? 는 모르겠고. 여기 있다. 길드넨 스위프트 유한회사 등록증. 고고학 연구?
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect
이게 아닌 이게 아닌 것 같은데 뭐지? 맞나?
bureaucrat.
일단 뭐 맞나봐, 그지? 이게 사라졌거든요. 이제 여기 찾는 게 사라진 거 보면 일단 맞기는 맞는 것 같아. 네, 가자. 찾을 건 찾았으니까. 이거 아닌가? 뭘로? 자, 그럼 이제 다음 거. 아, 여기 새로 생겼네. 회사는 올드시티 바자가와 아르나우트가의 교차로에 있다. 올드시티의 올드시티 바자가와 아르나우트가의 교차로. 바자가와 이쪽 바자가 왜 이렇게 길어? 어디까지야 바자가? 아, 여기. 여긴가? 요 근처인 것 같은데, 그죠? 빌드 앤 스위프트 쉬핑 트레이드라고 해요.
From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for
땅을
the
파네.
dig.
무슨 일이지? 땅을 깊게 굴착. 아니야. 새 셔츠를 샀어. 아니야. 올드시티 시장. 매우 피곤해. 아니야. 직장을 바꾸고. 아니야.
From day to night, Aiden stands there.
무지성 주론 간다. 흉터. 신영주 올드시티 고용된 사람만 발굴 현장에 들어갈 수 있다는 사실 들었다. 아이딘이라는 남자가 서쪽 끝 지역의 올드시티 시장에서 새 일꾼들을 모집하고 있다. 아이딘은 목에 흉터가 있고 친영국주의 일꾼만 찾는다. 왜지? 여기인 것 같네요, 그죠? 이쪽이 맞는 것 같아 지금. 관계자 외에는 들어갈 수 없대.
Is this familiar to you?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
저기가 그 발굴 현장인가 보지? 일단 저쪽으로 가봐야 될 것 같은데?
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
공간대. 변장이 필요할 것 같아. 옷을 갈아입어야 되는데 옷을 갈아입을 곳이 근처에 옷가게 없나? 회사 찾아야 되는 거 아니고? 여기인 것 같아. 요쪽 안으로 들어가야 되는 것 같아.
Seni görmek güzel.
방교소 올려? 영도독을 저희 깨면은 돈 준대.
Help me, please.
You want answers, but I don't want to talk to you, rich boy.
아, 아까
So what
홍보
happens
방송한다고
now?
채팅창 잠시 빼놨었어.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
No more crime.
I thought we were
Yeah.
against murder.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
You can overcome the brute now. Overcome him. Don't.
아우.
I'm coming for you.
The snuff's ready.
Don't cry. You'll...
Give him the pepper snuff.
아우.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
No, you killed him.
죽었어.
I thought
강도는
we were
죽을
against
것이다.
murder. Time to knock this guy out.
Too simple.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest, my friend.
Weaken him
Yes.
first.
I couldn't miss the party.
Time to knock this guy out.
뒤자.
Hey,
뒤자.
the snuff's ready.
아, 저거
No more crime
여기
for
뜨는
you
거는
until
이제
next
총
month.
맞고 죽이지는 않고 적당히 이제 위협을 줄 수 있는 곳이 있고 사살한 적 4. 어쩔 수 없이 죽였다 이 말이야. 이런 식으로 돈 벌러 들어가는 뭐 그런 곳인가 봐. 돈 벌려고 사람을 죽이냐고요? 그렇다. 아, 그렇다. 이게 의복 상인이 어디 있는지 모르겠네요. 일단 이쪽으로 좀 이동했다가 뭐하러 왔었냐고? 의복 상인 찾으러 돌아다니고 있었지. 그러니까 저쪽에는 좀 변장을 해야지 갈 수 있을 것 같으니까.
The best antiques in the district.
Take a look. Try it on. It'll be a nice purchase.
헬기. 아이스크림 좋은데.
The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
변장이 필요할 것 같으니까 일꾼의 앞치마를
A perfect choice.
숨겨가지고
Take a look. Try it on. It'll be a nice.
일꾼이 되면 안 될까? 목에 상처도 필요할 것 같다고? 이건 원본을 모르는데 변장이 되냐고? 그냥 일단 변장해본 거지.
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
안 들어가게 해줘.
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
안 들어가게 해주셈. 아이디는 목에 흉터가 있고 아이딘이 목에 흉터가 있는 건가? 잠깐만. 서쪽 끝 지역의 올드시티 시장에서 일꾼을 모집하고 있다는데? 서쪽 끝 지역의 시장 여기 일꾼 등록을 해보자. 아이딘이 상처가 있다는 거니까 그걸 바탕으로 이제 아이딘을 찾으라는 거겠지.
The market square. Meeting
신영국주
house of the old city.
일꾼이
I
필요하다고 했어.
wonder if they still sell that Turkish delight around the corner.
Are you able to help me?
Go back to work. I'm not answering your questions.
아 일꾼 복장하고 있으니까 일이나 하러 가래요. 아 여기 의복상이 있다.
Don't miss out on my unique.
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Are you able to help me?
Don't annoy me with your stories.
Sir, kind sir,
Doña.
might I steal your attention?
I'm not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs
갑자기
your
연기가
ears.
바뀌었어.
I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the
아, 예,
one that you're
집도
hiding.
채워 넣을
And
수
your
있는 것
boots are
같더라고요.
dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
I am all for them.
Well, you say that.
증명할 수
But can you
있냐고?
prove it?
국가를 부르자.
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go
Okay.
to this address. The
허가증
guard
받았다.
will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
오케이.
Nice affordable clothes. Let's pick something that suits you.
일하러 가야 되니까 먼지 조심해야 되니까.
A good choice. A good choice.
먼지 조심해야 되니까 해골 마스크 끼고 가자. 되게 분위기 퍼니셔라고.
Stop loitering and get inside.
네. 이제 들어가래.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
안경 끼고
Can I ask you a
뒤돌고
question?
있다고?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
딱 봐도 교수 같은 사람이 있나 봐. 이 사람인가 보다. 근처에
Where's
대학원생은
the
안 보이는 것
fire
같은데.
in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Archaeological treasure.
일부러
You're
상하
hoping to
욕탕은
find
말을 안 해야
something
되지 않을까?
priceless, something that will change our history.
Bravo, young man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's true. We're looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb.
I'll help you. That is my goal as a worker.
Good. Listen to me carefully then. I hate repeating myself. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't
아무것도
touch
만지지 말 것,
anything.
도구를 항상
Always
반납하고,
return the tools.
방해하지 말
And
것.
don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
오케이. 확실하게 관찰한다. 망가진 안경. 불편하지만 계속 사용하고 있고. 앞머리가 사라지고 있고. 두꺼운 공체. 꼼꼼하다. 새로 난 상처를 치료를 하지 않았어. 멍이 들었는데. 반지는 없어. 미혼인가 보다. 더러운 옷. 무심하거나 가난하거나. 수전노. 2번일 것 같다고? 난 수전노라고 생각합니다. 경제적인 이유 때문에 고고하게 입문한 게 아닌가. 아니야, 지식을 탐구하는 게 맞는 것 같긴 한데 공책이 수전 놓으면은 저렇게 공책을 저렇게 꼼꼼하게 쓰고 다닐까? 그러진 않겠지.
I wish I could be
부일
as
수도 있어.
passionate
그
about
생각을
something as
못했네.
you are, Mr. Swift.
답이요.
You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God
지식을
forbid if they
탐구하는 데
have a
굉장히
stain on their
열정적인
shirt.
교수인 건가?
You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
일단 유적을 조사하는 게 떴고요. 비투스 레모니우스의 무덤을 찾고 있고, 아서가 길드 내 헛간에 부딪히면서 상처를 입었을 수도? 그럴 수도 있어. 킹능성은 있죠.
This reminds me of my father's room. A plan for this whole operation.
군사 현장 배치도. 티투스 레모니우스의 무덤이 발견됐다. 그건 그래. 선원 칼을 들고 있을 것 같진 않긴 해. 티투스는 아우구스투스에게 직접 선물 받은 전설적인 로물루스 쌍둥이검의 주인이다.
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
뭔가 있군. 티투스와 비투스 정보. 티투스와 비투스 레모니우스는 초기 로마 제국의 전설적인 교황 특사였다. 형제는 교황 특사로서 달마티아와 아프리카 지방을 정복했고 잘 알려지지 않은 신들을 숭배하는 것으로 유명했다. 네플라니우스의 묘사 말고는 형제에 대해 알려진 바가 거의 없다. 티투스는 사자의 가죽을 입고 사자의 머리를 헬멧으로 썼으며 이는 그가 요직에 있을 때부터 생겼던 전통이었다. 비투스는 하늘을 가릴 만큼 커다란 박대를 들었다.
Straw dolls.
진짜 있는
Eerie,
사람이고요.
but effective for a scene recreation.
그건 저도 잘
I want one of
모르겠네요.
these. Or two.
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof.
방수가 되는
Enough here to
루포.
make tent sails and more.
저건 사실 기반으로 만든 거예요? 군요. 여긴가? 오 뭐야? 뭐지? 포세이돈인가? 야주.
somehow the text remains legible.
맞아. 예술
Let's see if I
작품이라고.
remember my Latin.
4개의 받침대 근처에 새겨진 글을 번역했다. 비투스가 근처에 잠들어 있다. 그의 잠을 방해하는 자는 주의하라. 그는 형제들의 시선과 가을 바람으로 보호받고 있어.
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honored the
수수용다.
seasons. A goddess?
여신?
A mother? Someone's wife?
아니면 다른 무언가?
There were 4 statues here originally.
아 여기 원래
I wonder
조각상이
what the
4개가
three
있었대.
statues look like.
그래 진짜 그런 건가? 여기 이 땅에다가 욕탕을 지읍시다 해가지고 그럽시다 했는데 땅을 파다 보니까 굉장히 귀중한 고고학적 발견이 돼가지고 아 이거는 밀면 안 된다 하다가 서로 틀어져서 파트너십이 종료된 게 아니 종료된 건가? 충분히 가능성은 있을 것 같네요, 그죠? 여긴 별거 없는 것 같은데. 사람들이 몇 명 있어.
May I ask you something?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you. Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to us.
이렇게인가? 발굴 현장의 인부들이 사자 헬멧 머리 조각상을 찾았다. 원래는 해변 근처에 받침대에 놓여 있었는데 누군가 발로 차 넘어뜨렸다. 그 결과 조각상은 부서졌고 받침대는 기울고 말았다.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues.
뭐? 스위프트 수전노였나요 이거?
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
그걸 몰랐다고 학자라는 교수라는 양반이.
Help me, please.
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
인부가 찾다는 거 아니냐고. 몰라. 알게 뭐라. 근데 누군가 찾다고 돼 있어. 인부가 찾다는 게 아니고.
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist.
마주카
Missing your
마주카.
Laura, Mr. Swift.
찾았어.
Who knew archaeology
근데
could be so
마주카
exciting?
강부장.
Exciting is certainly a word.
여기서 이제 띵킹, 로지컬 띵킹 해야 됩니다. 해변에 가까운 쪽에 있다고 했었던 것 같아. 해변에 가까운 쪽이 여긴가? 여긴가 여기? 저쪽이. 여긴 것 같아. 사자머리. 이런 모습을 가진 녀석이었고, 지금까지 내용이야. 그 엄마가 묻혀 있는 코르도나 섬이라고 이제 가상의 섬인데, 이쪽으로 이제 무덤에 방문을 하려고 왔다가 사실 엄마가 옛날에 죽었던 게 뭐 그 전에 사건 하나는 휘말리긴 했는데, 그건 이제 튜토리얼 개념의 사건이니까. 그러고 나서 일단 아무튼 무덤에 갔다가 뭐 근처에 무슨 예술가 이름 뭐였지? 이름이 기억이 안 나더군요. 아무튼 그놈한테 사실 니네 엄마가 폐결핵으로 죽은 게 아닐 수도 있다 라는 얘기를 듣고 지금 여러가지 정보를 찾아보다가 10년 전에 이제 자기 어린 시절에 엄마랑 친하게 지냈던 길든이라는 아저씨를 이제 찾으려고, 얘기를 들어보려고 돌아다니다 보니까 그 아저씨가 코끼리한테 죽은 것처럼 보이는 사건이 발생했습니다. 그래서 그 사건을 지금 해결하려고 이러고 있습니다.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
마을바람과 형제에게 지켜지고 있다고 했었던 것 같다고. 같은 쪽을 봐야 되나? 시선 문제인가?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
비투스가 조각과 바람에 둘러싸여. 애초에 증거가 부족한 거 아니야? 뭘로?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
좀 더 찾아봐야 되나? 후전로 있던 책상에 상호작용 하나 있었다고? 그래요? 그러네.
Don't touch anything
만지지
here.
말래.
Get back to work.
Not while he can see me. Not while he can see me.
노수가 날 보고 있을 때는 저게 안 되는데.
Could you help me?
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
노수를 기절시키자고? 노수의 뚝배기를 깨자?
May I ask for your assistance?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
다른 것도 찾아봐야 되는 거 있나? 바닷가 쪽을 좀 더 찾아보자고. 장님으로 만들어보자고. 현재 교수의 눈을 멀게 한다면? 아, 얘 점프는 없는 것 같더라고요. 뭘 눌러도 점프 관련해서 되는 건 없는 것 같아요. 해안가에도 별거 없네. 형제들의 시선과 가을바람으로 보호받고 있다. 형제들의 시선? 비투스가 해안가라고 했나? 티투스가 해안가라고 했나? 사자머리가 해안가라고 하긴 했는데 그러면은 오는 방향을 어떻게 해야 돼? 사자머리가 티투스 아닌가?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
저쪽을 안 쳐다보는디?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
어디? 모르겠군. 해안가 근처가 얘라고 했었던 것 같긴 한데 혹시 모르니까 바꿔볼까?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
아, 녹아날 생각이냐고? 하! 하! 킹우의 수.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
뭔가 어디서 증거를 단서 같은 걸 하나쯤은 더 찾아야 될 것 같은데 저 교수가 보고 있는 걸 좀 봐야 될 것 같은데 그죠? 교수가 보고 있는 걸 좀 체크해 볼 수 있으면 좋을 텐데. 교수를 처치할 방법 없나?
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here.
부사져 있는 게 몇 개 있는데 이거는 선택이 안 되고.
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
저거 입증 뜨는 거면 증거는 다 갖췄다는 거 아니고. 기침만. 아. 서쪽을 바라보면 과일 바구니를 들고 있고, 동쪽을 바라보는 것은 에우로스 고대 바람의 신이다. 여기 있었네. 뭐 먹냐고요? 아기포. 이 사람이 동쪽을 보고 있다고 했나? 신이 동쪽. 얘가 서쪽이라고 했던가? 쥐포 같은 거죠.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
아니래.
Concentrate.
미투스랑 보는 방향은 어떻게 결정하냐고? 몰라?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
티투스가 사자. 뭔가? 뭐가 기울었지 지금? 비율은 조각상 저거 바닥이 어디지? 아 이거 맞아 이거. Okay.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
그러면 교수한테 물어봐야겠다.
Take a shovel and dig. Take a shovel and dig.
Not while he can see me.
안 되네. 아, 무덤의 위치가 드러났는지 확인해 봐야 되는 거구나. 이렇게 해서 근데 무덤의 위치 뭐냐? 저기서 보고 있냐?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
유적 위치를 이제 찾으라고 돼 있는데. 뭐 이거야? 이건 끝났어. 무덤 옆이라고 했지. 근데 무덤이 요 근처 이것도 옆으로 치는 건가?
May I ask you something?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
야야. 여기도 옆이긴 한데 여긴 들어가지진 않는단 말이지.
Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother in the autumn wind. Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother in the autumn wind.
뭘로?
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here.
뭐가 다 안 보이는데. 그래서 뭘 더 찾아봐야 되지? 무덤의 위치가 드러났는지 확인해 봐야겠다라고 되어 있는데 어디에 드러나 있지? 티투스가 가을의 신이 같이 보는 방향에 있는 거 아니에요? 이렇게랑 이렇게 보고 있거든요. 같이 보는 시선이 아니 방향이 존재하긴 해. 뭔가 떴다. 뭔가 있어. 방금 뭔가 뭔가 시야를 켜서 확인해야 되나 봐. 여긴가?
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
우주의 몽. 자, 저쪽에서 저렇게 하고 있으니까 바로 달려가가지고 서류 확인하러 간다.
A box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
상아와 코. 아서 스위프트의 개인 수첩. 테오돌은 언제나 그의 부를 이용해 불만을 잠재운다. 차라리 그 돈으로 피질 주름이 더 많이 잡힌 새를 샀으면 좋겠다. 그러면 그도 상황을 거시적으로 볼 수 있는 지능이 생기겠다. 이 세상 모든 게 네 빌어먹을 코끼리 위주로 돌아가지 않는단 말이다. 그가 공사를 시작하기 전까지 몇 달밖에 남지 않았다. 아름다운 것을 지을 만한 상상력도 없는 자다. 상하 욕탕이라니. 세속 그 자체잖아. 우리의 귀중한 역사가 하찮은 것에 묻히지 않기를 바란다.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago. We discussed the site. I
여기 혹시
believe in the
욕이야?
tomb and its
여기
secrets.
좀
Theodore's patience
별거
was
없는데?
stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two.
완전 충격을 받지 않나?
Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake
아,
me.
나이가
Will you allow me to
있으니까.
return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
시작도 안 했다.
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another
맞아,
person's
남의
diary
일기를 읽어.
is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
벌써 읽었는데 왜 물어보냐?
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the
제대로
beast.
된 환경을
My
만들지
interest in
못했다.
the subject ended there.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe.
혹시
Not
코끼리한테
Let's just say
가트를
I have to
꽂아가지고
protect
화나게
myself
만든 거 아니야?
against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it. I've nothing to add.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I prefer to
쓰레기네.
use my eyesight than read such trash.
아주카학 3부작은
So,
쓰레기라는데.
you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place. This caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful. Moving on. I've nothing to add.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive
정치적인
environment.
자리가 있으면
It's impossible to do
곤란하다.
so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion.
그럼 저도
you
일한
know
거
nothing
급여
about.
주시는 거죠? 나도 일은 했는데.
Moving on.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
그건 그래.
There are plenty of uses for it on the
이런
side
데서
and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for
그런
me,
칼을
Mr.
금수가 굳이
Holmes.
들고 다닐 이유는 없을 것 같긴 하지.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that
자신을
it tried to
보호하려 했다.
protect itself from captivity.
뭐
From
틀린 말은 아닐 수
Theodore.
있을 것 같기도
It
하고.
was a gilded cage that was predestined to break. I'm a busy man. Moving on.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen
이 사람도
Gilden?
아나?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
일단 이것저것 얘기를 듣긴 들었어요, 그죠? 아서 스위프트는 그가 피해자인 테오도르 길든의 박사가 맞다고 했지만 길든이 고고학 연구에 열정이 부족했기 때문에 일을 그만두었다고 했다. 칼은 아마 이모젠의 남자친구 거일 확률이 클 것 같긴 한데. 인류 역사를 연구하는데 평생을 바쳤다. 연구가 끝나고서 쉽게 받아들이지 않았을 수도 있다. 골리앗이 짝짓기 시기였을 수 있다. 일단 여기는 그러면 대충 찾을 건 다 찾은 것 같고 이제 이쪽으로 가봐야겠네요. 이모젠의 애인인 폴 퍼크스는 그랜드 사라이 남부의 살라키아 요트 클럽에서 찾을 수 있다. 여긴가? 여기. 옷을 갈아입고 가야 되나? 옷을 좀 챙겨 입고 가십시오.
Nice of. Affordable clothes. Step right up.
되게 정장이 뭔가 특이하단 말이야. 아, 여기도 의복상인이 있었군요.
How are you? What lovely weather.
여기인가 요트클럽? 뭐 이것저것 근처에 있는 사건 같은 거 찾고 그러려면은 네, 돌아다니는 게 더 좋긴 하겠죠.
Could you help me?
That's a question I can answer.
요트클럽 회원이 폴이 경주에 빠지고 아침부터 그를 본 사람이 없다고 말했다. 요트클럽 남쪽에 있는 작업장에 있을지도?
Could you help me?
I can't help you with that, sir.
안으로 들어갈 수 있다. 여기에 또 뭔가가 있을 수도 있다. 조는 저기서 뭐하니? 열려?
Bloodied bandages. Has someone
He-
been hurt?
Where would a champion hide a key?
피가 있다? 트로피에 숨겼을 것 같다고? 굉장히 그럴싸한 의견인데 트로피가 어딨지?
A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
아,
You
배꼽도
should have a
있구나.
warning to cover your ears.
여기는 뭐 이것저것 차? 통조림? 뭐 이런 거 있네. 새로 바른 광택제. 비축해준
Champion's
East
whirlpool. Pools bread and butter.
왠지 여기 오브젝트들이 널브러져 있는 거 보니까 여기서 전투를 한번 해야 되는 듯한 느낌이 드는. 뭐가 없나? 뭔가 찾아지는 게 없나? 오픈월드라고 모두 다 들어가지는 건 아니니까 살짝 삐뚤어졌다. 최근에 움직였다. 여긴가?
I hope Paul is more skilled at yachting than he is at hiding keys. Bloodied bandages. To earn big, you have to spend big. Old betting slips. Paul
애기
always
티켓.
bets on Whirlpool.
언제나
One victory
월풀에
after
갔다.
another. Additional earnings to sweeten the victory. An interesting place for a message to a champion.
무슨 쪽지가 있었는가? 이 물에 쫄딱 젖은 멍청한 어부 나부랭이 같으니라고. 내 가족을 거머리처럼 빨아먹을 수 있을 것 같아? 내 돈을 훔치고 내 딸을 착취해서 그것도 오늘로 마지막이다. 네 경력은 이제 끝났어. 마지막 경고를 하지. 협조하지 않는다면 심해 속에 처박아 주겠어. 길든.
Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty.
길든이 먼저 협박을 해서 우리 거래에서 발 못 빼. 네 기분 내키는 대로 떠날 수 있을 것 같아? 나가에 쓸 신선한 찻잎을 구해줘야겠어. 궁금한 게 생기거든. 우리 애들이 경주에서 널 지켜보고 있을 거야.
An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these.
어? 또 다트.
Box full of darts. Each has a needle and can be loaded with drugs. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving.
자, 상태 좋은 다트가 가득 들어 있었다.
Bloodied bandages.
코끼리한테 마약 다트를 발사한 건가? 뿅. 아니요, 이번 사건에 딱히 도천이 나오진 않았었는데 그 시체 근처에서는 잘은 모르겠네요 아직. 뭔가 더 있나?
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
이게 경주에서 지켜보고 있을 거라고 돼 있는데 더 이상 뭐 없죠? 이 안에도 뭐 없는 것 같죠? 여기 뭐 있다. 차통 얼룩지지 않았다.
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think.
마약인가?
Undeniably psychotropes.
상정신성 약이
Not for
틀림없어.
toothache, I think. A typical tea tin. I wonder what he has for biscuits.
자, 증거가 더 생겼고요. 창고에는 폴이 요트를 이용해 향정신성 약물을 밀수하며 조직 범죄에 가담하고 있다는 증거가 있었다.
Oi! Hands off my possessions before you lose your fingers. Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, a friend of our mutual acquaintance, Miss Imogen.
Look, you artichoke. Imogen has no
아,
friends.
친구가 없었대 이모젠한테.
If you must try to insult people, it's better to know the meanings of the words that you're using.
You fancy you could teach a sailor to swear? Go ahead. Show me how inventive you are.
Stand still for a moment.
바로 주먹질을 하려고 하는 느낌인데. 너무나 빠른 주먹질인데. 매끈한 목젖. 여성이야. 붕대 두른 팔. 보복 혹은 사고. 넓은 엉덩이와 허벅지. 발달한 여성 신체. 부어오른 팔꿈치 세게 부딪혔다. 전문 밀수꾼. 밀수꾼이지 밀수꾼.
So, a woman wishes to become a real criminal, and smuggling is a stepping stone towards that? Is there not enough prestige in yachting? Or is it easier to compete with other fools like yourself? Everyone has a starting pistol, just shoot and run.
Don't say a word. I don't know where you're getting half of this nonsense, but you're on some thin ice here that I'm willing to crack.
Damn you, Paul. I'm sick of... Who's this peacock? Does he know who I am?
I definitely know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you
딱 봐도 마약
pals
밀수꾼들이구만.
interact with each other in your natural habitat. But I'm afraid I have to interfere.
위험해 보이는데 좀 많지 않나?
Don't cry, you'll live.
아, 약한 놈들.
Eat lead!
이게 홈즈.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff.
얘들 더 온다.
Eat lead!
He's all yours now. Go for it. No, you killed him.
죽어!
You can overcome the decay.
죽어!
Kept him alive.
Just die!
Time to knock.
아. 죽는다.
I'm gonna hurt you!
Too simple.
I'm coming for you.
I thought we were.
기자. 상복. 기자.
You could have kept him alive. And there's no reward for risking our lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice.
살인 탐정이 셜록 홈즈 간다. 죽이도 페널티 없냐고? 몰라 없는가 봐. 아, 이 정도면 정당방인가 봐. 충분히 정당방이라고 치나 봐요. 폴 어디 갔지? 저 안으로 들어갔나? 여기 있군.
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning.
해결하기
Champions not
위해
need to
살인을 하는
practice.
살인 사건을 해결하기
You've
위해
talked with them
살인을
already.
하는 살인.
No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me, and then I had to
살인.
honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
You're asking for trouble with this smuggling business. You'd better leave it before they smuggle you out in a barrel.
Don't patronize me. I've only ever had trouble with law-abiding citizens like Gilden and you, never bandits. So ask me anything you want, and then get out of my sight.
임마? 킹밖에 안 돼?
I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means.
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite
Here
expensive.
to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human. Yet. I hope you know what you're doing.
Could it immobilize a larger animal, say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words, or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
그다음
A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice, especially now that her father is out of the equation.
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination. What can you tell me
코끼리.
about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's back, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your
조사는
shoe. It's a
상관없는
bosun's
것 같은데
knife, but it's
이제
not mine.
진범이 누군지 이제 선택을 할 때 잘못 선택하면 이제 사건 해결이 조지는 거 아닌가?
I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this
아 눌러보자.
means.
뭐
I'm
아는 거 없냐?
clueless. I don't know what this means. I don't know what you're suggesting.
모르고
I'm clueless. I'm
모르고
clueless. I
모르고.
don't know what this means.
Imogen
혹시
doesn't strike
같이
me as an
도망가려고 했냐?
industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favorable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go traveling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly afterwards.
An improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
일단 폴은 테오도로에게서 벗어나기 위해 코르도나를 떠나고 싶었다고 했다. 그리고 아선이 일할 때 이런 칼은 사용하지 않는다고 했고 이모젠 때문에 테오도로 길든과 충돌이 있었고 폴은
아니 사장님
쥐를
보아하니
죽이는 데
무지성이 답인 거 같은데 그냥 아까 제가 드린 자백유도제 먹이면 바로 천국 갈 거예요. 사이는 집단 극동물 중독으로 내리고 깔끔하게 내사종결합시다.
이거 바주카 3부작 하나 어디 있을라나?
칸더님, 그냥 용의자들 모두 모아서 하나씩 쏘면 확실하게 해결하는 거 아닙니까? 이미 몇 명을 죽였는데 그냥 쏩시다.
그런가? 일단 테오도르는 폴을 파멸시키려고 했다. 테오도르 길드는 범죄자들을 고용하면서까지 대단히 적극적으로 폴의 경력과 안녕을 파괴하려고 했다. 내가 만난 모든 이들이 테오도르 길드의 사망은 코끼리 탓이라고 한다. 골리앗은 현재 위험한 상태지만 사건의 귀중한 단서일 수 있다. 그의 욕구를 이용해 코끼리를 유인해야 한다. 코리 헛간에 부딪혔을 수도 있고, 아서가 부딪혔을 수도 있고, 신원 이상의 제3자가 부딪혔을 수도 있다. 홀이 있었을 수 있지 않을까. 자, 이렇게 되면은 이제 화학 분석을 해야 되거든요. 향수화된 유리병, 페로몬의 원료로 사용할 수 있을지도. 3 마이너스 5 4. 이게 여기에 연결이 안 되나? 이렇게 되는구나. 자, 액체에서 페로몬을 추출했고 이제 골리앗을 찾으러 가야 되거든요. 선박 작업장의 백고동은 선박에 관심을 끌거나 선박을 저지할 수 있다. 아, 요거 챙기러 가야겠다.
It might fool an elephant.
신끼리를 속일 수 있을지도. 자, 동물을 부를 수 있는 강한 향과 악기, 가스를 가둬둘 수 있는 튼튼한 회색 천 있으려면 발굴장에 있었지 그거. 천 그죠? 오징어 게임으로 끌려간다고? 오징어 게임 그거 이기면 그래도 돈 벌잖아.
I remember the monument, Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood of the place. Do you recall it, John?
I do. I wonder if... What is that?
뭐지? 물려받은 옷. 은손 기념.
Stop shirking. Get dressed properly and come inside.
아, 이 옷 똑바로 입고 그래. 아, 여기 들어가려면 또 옷을 또 갈아입어야 되네.
Don't miss out.
오케이, 일단 됐고 덕분에 누리고 반건조 오징어가 먹고 싶다고? 난 치킨. 반건조 하지 않은 그냥 치킨.
Stop, Lloyd.
This fabric will work.
Mrs. Neely
Okay.
seemed to know her sewing inside out. I bet she missed us.
I hope Miss Neely won't misunderstand me.
이렇게 챙겨갖고 스칼라디오 나이츠가 트리니티 웨이 교차로에 있는 니니 부인을 방문해야겠다. 어디였지? 나이츠가와 트리니티 웨이. 이 근처였나? 아 여기. 나름 괜찮은 것 같아요. 일단 오픈월드로 돼 있어갖고 막 돌아다니면서 짜잘한 사건들 같은 것도 이제 받을 때도 있고 그런 식으로 돼 있었고, 약간 좀 더 그냥 사건만 계속 쭉쭉쭉 나오는 거랑 비교했을 때는 이게 좀 더 괜찮은 것 같기도 하고. 그런 차이가 있는 것 같습니다. 제대로 적었는지 혹시 모르니까 계약서기 때문에 마지막으로 체크 한번 해볼게요. 됐어. 여기였지?
Good day, madam. I've come to you with a special requirement. The tailors on the street can't help me, I'm afraid. Could you make a doll for me?
Oh, Senor Holmes. You taught the police how to do their job, and they found the thief. Of course I will help you. But what sort of doll? A child's doll, such as my great niece might play with?
A little larger than your typical doll.
Signore, I don't understand. Boy, girl, animal, and what color?
Animal, a passionate, perhaps amorous animal.
Ah, Signore, you talk in riddles. I am an old lady who's seen it all. Tell me what you need.
I need a life-size elephant.
I think Mrs. Nini outdid herself with this one. Is that a tail?
That's a trunk, John, but I must agree with you that it's her masterpiece.
Well, let's not waste any time.
됐다. 이제 코끼리 잡으러 가자. 코끼리 저쪽에서 놓쳤었지. 아, 석탄 가스 헛간에서 미끼에 가스도 채워야 돼. 아. 가스. 가스 이쪽에 있었지.
The game is on.
So, what's the plan? I hope it all doesn't go horribly wrong.
경찰 보고 다니면 진짜 경찰이 태클 거냐고. 그렇게까지 꼼꼼하게 만들었을까? 그건 잘 모르겠네요.
So you're
아, 이게 오픈월드가 되니까 약간
I suppose that makes me a groomsman.
그냥 앉아서 사건만 날아오고 이런 느낌이 아니고 지나다니다 보면은 약간 조금씩 약간 소소한 사건들 뭐 이런 게 귀에 들어와가지고 하게 되고 뭐 그런 경우가 생기네요. 의외로 나쁘지 않은 것 같아요.
Well, Goliath is eager for a single female elephant in his area. It should be just enough for his taste. You'll need to trust me.
네,